going on, y'all? Brother Doug here, and I got a movie review for you. A thunderous movie review for you. I was going to give it to you Wednesday, but I thought I should do it Thursday. I just got back from the movies, y'all, from seeing Thor Dark World. I was thrilled, man. This movie by far surpassed Iron Man 3 like a home run, basically. I don't even know how to describe it. On some real stuff, though, let's start from the beginning. I'm not gonna, well, I will do spoilers as true Brother Doug fashion. I do with the movie reviews. However, I'm gonna do something a little different. Well, I've been doing it, but at the end, I have the spoilers. But for right now, I'm just gonna give it the basic review, the one for the general public, the ones who haven't seen the movie. But if you have seen the movie and you just don't care about spoilers, either way, I'll have spoilers at the end for you. And of course, I'll let you guys know with the disclaimer. So let's get started. So when the movie first started, our feature presentation, we got a new Marvel logo, a new Marvel Studios logo. It starts off, like the classic intro, with the flipping comic book animation. But all of a sudden, it's kind of like the Warner Brothers logo. Now, while in the theater, though, there were some bad girls in there. Man. I was like, hey, now either they're nerds or they love Loki. I know it can't be the first one. Loki stole the show, man. Loki, I wouldn't really classify him as a villain. Yes, he did some antics back in Thor, the first movie, and in Avengers. But with this one, man, you can classify him as an anti-hero. Like that, a hero who wants to do good, but winds up doing, the unjust thing. But it's really complicated. Loki, that's why he's labeled the God of Mischief. To be honest with you, I didn't really like the first Thor movie that much. It was okay. Only the scenes in Asgard, which I'll talk about in a little bit. The scenes in Asgard were awesome. Of course, when he went to the Frost Giants' home, that was pretty cool. I'm talking about the first movie. And I kind of gave it away for the second movie. Sorry, but it's only one spoiler for the people who don't want to know. Yeah, when he was back on Earth, powerless, and that fish out of water storyline, it kind of didn't work. I don't know, it just felt like a comedy, like a random comedy, like a Ben Stiller type movie, or, just it was just, and my goodness, Asgard is just so beautiful. I want to know what heaven's going to look like, Yeah, I'll be there one day. Not soon, I hope, but I don't know if you guys keep up with Marvel news or media news like that, but from what I'm hearing, that they're gonna have like a Thor 2 crossover with Agents of Shield. Agents of Shield, I'll talk about that in a little bit. Well, I can talk about it now. Agents of Shield kind of it started off slow, but now the episode's starting to pick up. I'll just say that real quick. Now back to what I was saying before I get sidetracked. There was a tie-in with Agents of Shield and Thor 2. Because Darcy, she ended up getting a call. Well, she wound up calling the S.H.I.E.L.D., but she was out there busy doing something. So they're probably going to explain that next week because that episode appears on Tuesday. So if you haven't seen Thor 2, I suggest you watch this movie, Thor 2. And so you won't get lost and, puzzled when you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I mean, I'm sure that they're not going to explain it because you got to watch the movie to understand what's going on. So, moving on. I had two favorite parts. One part is a spoiler and the second part is a non-spoiler. The first favorite part was when Jane, Ian, and Darcy went to that abandoned building and they started messing with the realm, started throwing stuff in and started reappearing. And then when Ian threw the keys in, Darcy was like, were those the car keys? Because the car keys didn't come back. I was like, oh, okay, that was pretty funny. That being said, the acting was awesome. Definitely on par. The visual effects were awesome. The directing was awesome. The script is pretty cool. It was definitely humorous. I love that in superhero movies where they can balance drama and action and comedy all into one. They can mix it together like a batter of cake batter, I guess. So all in all, I give Thor: The Dark World 5 out of 5. Better than Iron Man 3. Better than Iron Man 3. Alright, real quick, for those who haven't seen the movie yet and are planning on seeing it this weekend or whenever, like true Marvel fashion, stay after the credits. You get 2 scenes, not like Iron Man 3 would have that weak-ass cameo from Bruce Banner. Without further ado, I'm about to get to the spoiler section, so if you haven't seen the movie, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out this video. Behold! Welcome to the spoiler section, y'all. So, let's get things started. when Thor broke Loki out of the prison, Loki was over there taunting Thor, saying that, hey, we're working together. He's anxious and stuff. And among one of the forms that he formed, he formed like a warrior. He turned Thor into Sif, with his powers. And with Loki's powers, his mischief powers. So lo and behold, Loki turned into Captain America. And Captain America got a movie coming out next year, The Winter Soldier, which played a trailer before. When he transformed into Captain America, he was like, hey, maybe your new companion. And then transformed to Chris Evans. So I guess Chris Evans did a little quick cameo. It was pretty funny because, Captain America is very, strict and uptight. But with Loki, while he was playing him, he was very, animated. The Warriors 3 were barely in the movie, though. Like, they were here, on basic key scenes, and of course the spoiler at the end with them meeting the Collector, which I'll talk about in a minute from Guardians of the Galaxy. But they were just hardly in there. Hogan was barely in the movie. He was only in the beginning, and on the scene when the British Air Force somehow managed to get into Hogan's world. Like, wait, huh? And another thing with that part, when the Air Force crashed to the forest in Hogan's realm, whatever you want to call it, they just left it at that. Like, there were so many open plots and so many plot holes that could have been solved, but I guess we'll understand that with the comics. Because usually Marvel has like these prelude comics that come out like before a major Marvel movie, so we'll probably see that maybe before Avengers 2 or maybe on a Thor 3, because they are going to do a Thor 3. If this movie does well, which it will. Come on, it's a Marvel movie. Not to say that Marvel movies don't fail, because, Incredible Hulk, the new one, the one with Ed Norton, failed. So, yeah. So I guess they pardoned with treason because Volstagg and Sif winded up giving like an Infinity Stone to the Collector. The Collector, he's like the villain for the next movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Infinity Gems are something that Thanos uses for his Infinity Gauntlet. So be on the lookout for that movie. I understand Thanos is going to be in Avengers 3. So again, Marvel Studios is trolling us because, they teased him in the first Avengers, but all of a sudden, the second movie is going to be about Ultron, and Ultron's not even going to be created by Hank Pym, Ant-Man. He's going to be created by Tony Stark and S.H.I.E.L.D. So that's pretty... We'll see how this goes. I forgot what video I did it on, but I remember I kept saying that Thor is probably going to turn into Donald Blake, and he's going to live with Jane in London, because London is going to be the next setting for Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, since they're filming out there. And lo and behold, he probably didn't come back as Donald Blake, but they're probably going to explain that in Avengers 2. So you could definitely tell that Natalie Portman's probably going to be in Avengers 2, having an expanded role, just like Pepper Potts did in Avengers. So, Thor had a side chick. Robert, Iron Man, Tony Stark had a side chick. So, hey, it all works out for the better. But I knew it. I kept telling y'all. I was like, "Watch, my predictions aren't wrong." I'm not a god or anything. I don't want to deceive God or the Lord or anything. But I was right about the Silver Samurai being the old dude in the Wolverine this year. So, I mean, 2 out of 2 ain't bad. But also Loki, I kind of knew he didn't die because remember the image. Yeah, remember when Thor went back to the prison, he knew Loki was faking the whole scene about him not throwing a tantrum that Frigga died. He's like, Loki, you cut the games. And so Loki, dissolved the vision that we wanted to see, and he was all, just downtrodden and, discouraged and, just hurt, that his adopted mother died and nothing was there. There was nothing for him to do. And now he fake chopped Thor's hand off during the Dark World battle. That was actually one of my favorite parts. That's one of my those 2 favorite parts I liked. That was actually the second part I liked. Yeah, and so I guess Loki is now the king of Asgard, supposedly, until Odin gets back. Because remember, Loki returned back to Asgard and told Odin what was up. And then so Odin left, and then Odin is now Loki. Loki transformed. Well, at least Marvel Studios continuity is all good, unlike X-Men's. Alright, so that's the end of this video. I definitely love Thor 2. It's definitely money's worth. Yeah, I should start doing that now. You know, like that Jeremy Johns guy. He gives like instead of a scale of 1 through 5, he gives like a phrase scale, like awesome tacular or buy it on Blu-ray or dog shit or something like that. I should do that, huh? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you thought about the movie. So be careful with the spoiler comments because I don't want to be an asshole, you know, and I know you guys don't want to be jerks either. So. You know, if you guys do want to talk about spoilers and stuff, you already know where to hit me. Facebook and Twitter. Make sure you like the video, share the video, subscribe, do whatever you can to stay in contact with me. And like always, deuces.